Hey, aloha, mi amigos. In Exodus chapter 19, God is preparing to have a little powwow with his people. He said I'm going to have a little family meeting and just kind of get some things straight. They're meeting on Mount Sinai, and there's this thunder, bah, there's lightning, there's a horn blast from a ram's horn. The earth is shaking, there's fire, there's smoke, because God is completely creative in his communication. He engages the senses. He created the senses, he engages the senses. It's not a lecture, it is a multi-dimensional experience. And he's got this thunder and the lightning and the fire and the smoke, and the earth is shaking. And then he says, now that I have your attention, I'd like to say a few things. And in verse 1 and 2 of Exodus chapter 20, he says this, then God began to speak directly to all the people. Up until now, he's spoken to them through Moses. But now he's kind of eliminating the middleman, and he's going directly to them, and they're hearing his voice, and he's speaking directly to them. It's a really big deal. Then he says this, I am the eternal, your God. I led you out of Egypt, and I liberated you from the lives of slavery and oppression. Okay, I am the one who leads and liberates. I am the one who wants to lead you. I am the one who liberated you. And he makes us the same deal. I want to lead you. I want to liberate you. I want to set you free, and then I'm going to show you the way to go. And then he gives them the original top 10 list. Okay, sorry, David Letterman, but God got it kicked off here. He gives them the original top 10 list and the 10 commandments. It's rules for living. And we all are probably pretty familiar with these. Put God first. Don't kill. Don't steal. Don't covet. Remember the Sabbath. Honor your parents. Don't commit adultery. Don't lie. Don't take God's name in vain. Things like that. And there are 10 things that God gives us. 10 rules for living that God gives us in Exodus. And they weren't designed to just poop on our party. A lot of times we think that God gives us rules just to make sure that we don't enjoy life. But God is the author of life. He knows what it takes to get the most out of life. And that's what these rules are all about. And so he gives us these rules to protect us, to provide a quality of life. But then in the New Testament, Jesus comes along and he simplifies everything. And he turns 10 into 2. And he says that these 10 commandments can really be summed up by two things. If we do 2 things, then we're doing all 10. And it's love God, love your neighbor. The 10 can be summed up by a complete love for God and an unselfish love for everybody else. If we completely love God, if we unselfishly love our neighbor, and that means everybody, then we're going to take care of all the rest. We don't have to get hung up on everything else. If we just love God, love our neighbor, incredible things happen. So there you go. 10 become 2, and it's a great thing. God bless you guys. Giddy up!